Hello and welcome to this video. My name is Joel, and today we're going to be looking at automatic crafting tables, which are part of Tekkit, specifically BuildCraft, and basically they automate the process of crafting, which is pretty much what their name suggests. It's pretty much the same as a craft. It looks exactly the same as a crafting table, but the way it works is anything that's pumped into it automatically converts and then straight away is pumped out. There is a few things that you need to know about how to get stuff in and out of it, and all sorts of little concepts which I'm going to teach you today. We don't need that, that's just for show, but this one here is what we will be looking at. But just before we do that, I'm going to show you how to make them, and we're going to head over to the recipe board. Okay, so the first thing you're going to need to make is a wooden gear. Now, to make a wooden gear, all you need is 4 sticks, and you place them in those positions. And you need to make the automatic crafting table, you just place 4 of them around a crafting table. And that is all there is to it. We can head back into game. Okay, so now you know how to make them. We're going to look at the system here. Now at first glance it does look a little bit scary. There are quite a few elements involved, but I can guarantee that the concept behind it is very, very simple. All we've got here is, just to summarise, we have redstone engines, crafting tables, just chests, wooden pipes, stone pipes, cobblestone pipes actually, levers, I think that's pretty much it, and the automatic crafting tables in case I didn't say that. But the way it works is, if we just look at this little chunk first, we look at from the chest to the crafting table. All we've got here is a chest. If you don't know about these pipes, it's important that you know about how pipes work. So you should know. If you don't already know, please watch my pipes video because it will explain. But wooden pipes are used to extract stuff when powered by an engine. So what we've got here is loads of log, and this redstone engine, when it's on, it will extract the log and put it straight into this automatic crafting table, and it will automatically, the second it comes in, it will automatically convert. Now there is one other thing, so if I talk about this here as well, for it to actually craft, in fact no, instead of me doing that, let me show you whilst it actually does it. So let's turn this one on, watch it extract, there we go, and turn it off. Okay, so there's our piece of log, you can see it's taken one off, and our piece of log is going to go straight into this automatic crafting table. There we go, now you see it says 2. But now we need one original there. Make sure you don't take that one out, because that's the one that tells the recipe, tells it what to do. Now, as soon as this is turned on, you will see. There we go. It's turned it into wooden planks for us. It's clever enough to understand that it's not going to take this one here. It's not going to take that because it needs that one to know what to make. So you don't have to worry about that. Now, those wooden planks have added here. They've split evenly, and you can see they're now going to make us some sticks. So when we turn this one on, they're going to produce sticks, as you can see. We'll let that on once more. There we go. Turn it off. Okay, now basically these ones are just going to go into a chest. So once it's made the sticks, we'll just say we're going to put it into a chest. We don't actually need to do that. It's just so I can make sure that you understand. We could just have it directly going into the table, but I want to make sure that everything is understood first. So again, logs go straight through here, turn them into planks, turn them into sticks, and then store the sticks in a chest. That is all there is to that. Just make sure you've got a similar looking system. So obviously you need to remember, you can pump stuff in however you like. If you know how to do that, that's fine. But make sure when you're pumping it out, you have to have a wooden pipe, a redstone engine, and a lever. Any type of engine, sorry. It doesn't have to be a redstone engine. They're best suited for the job, but you can use any engine. Now, once we get to this stage, I should have really told you what this was actually supposed to do, but this is basically an automatic stone sword maker. Okay, now the big boss one, which makes the actual stone sword, is here. This is this one here. So we've got the resources, we've got the sticks there, we've made the sticks down that path, and they'll just add on to there, but we need to make the stone. Now, you could have a quarry or all sorts getting you your stone and stuff. But for this one, I've just stored a load of stone, cobblestone, into that chest. And as soon as this one's turned on, it's just going to start extracting the stone and adding it to the cobblestone on here. So I'll turn this one on and take out the sticks. And you will see that both of them will start adding to this crafting table and be ready to produce our stone swords for us in our stone sword factory. So, there we go, one stick. And cobblestone, and it's adding on, and any second now. There we go, we now have enough for a stone sword. So as soon as this one's turned on, it's going to produce us a stone sword. There we go, and it's going to go straight into this chest and deposit it there. And that is pretty much it in terms of this system. I'm not just going to cut the video there though, let me just check that this is right. We want them all on, working at full steam, full blast. There we go. It's producing stone swords for us. That is pretty much it as for the system. But you can, if you imagine, you can build things. This is just the concept. That's all you need. I'm providing you with the concept to build whatever you want now. You could do this with anything. You could imagine a quarry over here that's collecting all of that stone for you and just automatically pumping it in. You couldn't necessarily do that with log, because obviously log is from trees and stuff, but there's lots of different things that you can do it with that are from renewable well, not necessarily renewable, but there's millions of cobblestone in the world with your quarry, and you'll get loads of it, and it can all be automated, which is the best thing. And that's the basic concept behind creating a factory sort of thing. That's the kind of thing you'd need to do. You'd have you'd have your quarries and you'd have your systems working away, producing you stuff. Maybe energy condensers from industrial craft, I believe, and you could have them producing things, having them going into the automatic crafting tables, and build whatever you like with that, and then store them off in different sections. And you could have it making 50 different swords, and you could have a shop and all sorts. It's just there, this concept to tell you how to do that. So enough of me saying concept. That is pretty much it for this video. If you did enjoy the video, please drop a like. I'd be really grateful. Thank you very much for watching, and I will see you next time. Bye bye.